Hey guys, so it's 9 months off, about 9 months and a couple days. So I'll give you my update. Um, what can I say? 9 months can do a lot to a person. It's been the worst hell of my life. The fact that nobody believes that benzo withdrawal syndrome or just benzo recovery in general exists makes it hard. And the fact that you have to make decisions on your own behalf that a lot of people aren't going to agree with when it comes to taking new medicine or anything. I'm 9 months out and I can't even take ibuprofen because it will make me sick. But this is going to be mostly a positive video, and not because I want it, I'm pushing it that way. It's just because things have gotten better. A lot of people have been giving me a lot of negative comments. The further out I go, and the more, I post, a bunch of negative stuff, because a lot of negative stuff is still happens. I think people look at it as, they're trying to blame me one way or another because they don't want to believe that that could happen to them. It's seriously depressing. A lot of you guys are jaded because you've been off of benzos for, say, 2-3 years and you're still struggling. I don't know why you are. I don't know why I am. That's just the way it is. I'm supposed to learn to accept all this, and I just can't. I can't. When you're about to accept things, everything changes. Everything morphs into something else. Well, anyway, I'm going to go through a bunch of symptoms that I've had, and I'm going to give you a percentage right now, and this is just kind of made up, but out of 100%, my physical symptoms, I would say 9 months later, are about 60% better. That's pretty freaking great. Some days even a little better, but mostly about, I would say 60%. When I go through waves, it drops down to about 30. But still, majority of the time, 60% of physical symptoms being alleviated. So don't tell me that reinstating will fix things, because it's fixing itself, just at a freaking slow rate. So, okay, 60% on physical. Mental, I would say it's 30% better. And waves, I would say sometimes it's only like 10% better. But I don't know why the mental is taking so much more longer to deal with. But I would say 30% better. And although I won't drive long distances because I'm just blatantly scared to do it, and stress really eats away at my head, I could probably do it. If I had to, I could do it, but it would probably throw me into a pretty bad wave. So I'm not doing it yet, but it'll come in time. A lot of it is just, I think it's anxiety to a point. Let's see something there. I'm scared to do it, and I know stress, and it just makes my brain glitch, and I just can't deal with it. So, like I said, my mental symptoms are still pretty bad, but I'm getting through. I'm going to talk about each individual symptoms. Let's see, where should I go with this? Pins and needles. I'm kind of reading off of a list, so bear with me. It's not in any order, so. The pins and needles feeling, I still get, but like I said, it's 60% better. And that burning pins and needles, it's no fun. It doesn't stop me from working whatsoever. It really never did, but it's gotten so much better. Neuropathy in my hands and feet, way better. That one's probably like 70% better. Uh, let's see, racing thoughts. I don't get too many intrusive thoughts. Well, yeah, I kind of do. It just depends. It comes and goes. It's not as bad as it was for like the first 4 or 5 months, but it's still there. Racing thoughts. I still get that a lot. It's just part of this whole mental LSD symptom thing. It's really screwed up. Just makes you feel, it's just screwed up. But things are starting to slow down in my head. On better days, it's slowing down. But I freak myself out, and I think I make it worse just by thinking about it. I've been getting a lot of involuntary muscle movements lately. I kind of put myself into a wave by riding a bike and taking a vitamin and eating some food that I shouldn't have. So I kind of screwed that up. But it took me about a week to recover from it. And yesterday I had a pretty decent day, and today I'm okay. Kind of stuff that makes you freak out inside your head, like, 'cause things your muscles are moving like out of nowhere, like it's just very strange. But it's not horrible. It's not bad today at all. The dizziness is still bad, but that goes with the weird LSD symptoms in my head. So I think, it's just another layer in my head that's gotten a little better. It's not horrible every day, but it's still there. Sound and light sensitivity, that hasn't really changed much. I need that to get better. Depression, I've been really depressed lately. I'm not normally depressed through this situation. I get depressed because of this situation, but I know I've been having some chemical depression come in lately that has been absolutely pointless. So that's been a little worse lately. Anxiety, yesterday was good. I mean, it was, for the people out there that are worrying about anxiety and, that chemical fear that goes through you during benzo withdrawal, oh my God, it gets a lot better. That's the one thing that I couldn't function at all when that was happening. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. I still worked from home, but it was torture. So that gets better. A little over 9 months here, and I mean, I've always had anxiety, so it's not going to go away. But yesterday, I think, was the first day I could say I felt calm. But the anxiety's been a lot better for a couple months. The head fog, depersonalization, derealization. Not so much depersonalization right now, but the derealization, it still haunts me. It always will. I've always had it, and it's got so much worse during this withdrawal. I mean, I had it for like 30 years. I don't know why. Just part of me. So I'm kind of used to it, but it's gotten pretty bad, and it's getting a little better right now. I'm having better days from it than I was every day. So it gets better. The inner vibrations, I always have that. It's not so bad though. I mean, way better than it used to be. Before it was so bad, even my vision would vibrate. But the vibrating in your head and your body, especially when you wake up, it's gotten a lot better. It's getting there. Walking on water, that boaty feeling, still there. Seriously, way better than it was. Way better. I can at least walk in a store without feeling like I'm going to fall over. I'm starting to get my grasp on the ground again, just not easily. I still feel like I'm in an alternate universe with the DR and just the mental fog and the weird. It's still screwed up. It's so hard to explain. I've been getting massive confusion lately. That's been on and off for months, but lately it's been pretty bad, and that's making things hard. That's why I won't drive far distances too, because the more stress I get, the more confused I get. So I just need to kind of rebuild, you know. Time will, it's been better. I mean, before I used to get super confused within like 2 minutes, and now it's like 15 minutes, half hour, depending. So it depends on the situation and how much stress there is. I can tolerate a lot more now. Let me see. Head pressure? Oh, crap. That's always there. But before it was so bad, it was unbearable. So it's better. Yeah, 9 months later. It's still there. Sorry, guys. Hate to tell you. Still there, but I'm telling you, I would never want to go back to how it did feel. And every time I'm in a wave, it'll start to get there. It scares the crap out of me, because then I realize, holy crap, I had to deal with this for months on end. So it does get a lot better. It's just hard to tell after a while when it goes so slow to get better. Pain, nerve pain. My nerve pain is almost gone, and I say that's because, and that started pretty quick. Once I changed my diet, I went gluten-free. I can barely eat anything. I'm so sensitive now. No corn, no nothing. I'm just completely gluten-free. I mostly eat chicken and squash, and that's about it. Nerve pain's gone. I had it for 30 years. It's not, okay, it's not completely gone, but in comparison to how I lived my life mostly, I've realized now that was diet. So that's awesome. But I'm always in pain. Just in general, pain sucks. But I don't worry about it. I mean, that's the least of my problems. The one thing that kind of plagues all of us is that, well, man, I don't really know that for sure, but does me, is the inner movements, echinacea, but it's like the inner movement. I don't feel like I need to run around or nothing, but it's a twisting. Say if you're in a car and you stop, you can still feel your whole body moving forward, twisting in your head. It's just really sucky. It's gotten better, actually a lot better in the last month and a half. It was a few days it got so bad, and then after that wave of it, it cooled down like 50%. So I'm pretty excited about that one. But it's still there, and I think that's part of the reason I'm dizzy. Okay, that's about all I'm going to go through right now. I mean, I can go on and on and on, because there's about, there's hundreds and hundreds of symptoms. But that's my 9-month update. I'm pretty excited to get to this point. Stress has been the worst part of my life at this point. I think it's because they say you shouldn't be stressed out. Stress is inevitable in the situation. Just do your best. I do meditate every day. It doesn't fully work. Actually, it doesn't seem to work at all, but, I do it, and maybe that's the reason I'm feeling a little better. I have no idea. Just don't stop what you're doing. It does get better. I'm still struggling a lot, and don't take a benzo if you don't have to. If you're seeing this video, I mean, no doctors are going to ever believe you, and they're going to tell you that these drugs don't do this, but they do, and you do your research. And doctors will say don't do research online because I don't know, maybe they don't want you to know the truth. I have no idea. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for real. I've been in a living nightmare for months on end. I've lost, a lot of you know I'm a musician. I've had my own recording studio, and I only have a few bits of it left because I had to sell it all. And there's a few bits that I'm still going to have to sell. And it's sad because, that's what I do. That's who I am, and gotta pay the bills. Living on one income, struggling. So, really analyze what your problems are. I mean, before all this, I had generalized anxiety, and it seemed to bother me so much. But after what I've been through, I look back and just go and laugh. And I say, dude, learn coping mechanisms. If you're going to try any medicine, the last one you need to do is a benzo at all. Always ask, is that a benzo? Is that a benzodiazepine? Because if it is, I don't want that, because that can really hurt people. And if you end up on a benzo at all, I wouldn't suggest to take it for more than 1 or 2 days at a time. They say you can take it up to 2 to 4 weeks. I was only on very low dose benzodiazepine for 3 months, and it started turning on me within 2 weeks. So it destroyed me, and it's destroying my life. Yeah, things are getting better, but it is a fucking struggle. I'm not saying go against what your doctors say, because I'm not a doctor, and I don't want to have anything to do with the fact you have to make your own decisions. Sometimes benzos really help people. In the hospital, they help people. But on a daily basis, all it does is numb who you are. It doesn't fix the problem or try to help the problem at all. Why mask it? You know what? Try to work on it at first. Unless you're just completely suicidal and that's it. But like I said, I'm not a doctor. You got to do what you got to do. But all I know, this is my life and my experience. I love you guys, and a lot of you have helped me get to this point. I'm able to go out walking, although not long, because I can't exercise much without revving up my symptoms still. But I'm able to go walk. I can go to the store. I can drive to the post office. I can communicate better. There's just so much I'm doing now versus before. Even though I was kind of doing the same things before, it was so much harder. I've always pushed myself in this whole process. So I was driving to the post office months ago, but then it was really, really hard to do. It was like a video game. What can I say? Benzo withdrawal, good time. I never imagined my life to be in this situation, ever. I never imagined this. I've worked so hard for everything. I've built my own business. This all happened while me and my girlfriend moved to Austin, Texas. To do work and have fun and have a different lifestyle for a while and have fun. And it completely destroyed everything. Doctors there didn't care at all. People didn't care. There were so many people there. Nobody cared about anybody. It was a complete disaster. I have to say we're back in Wisconsin right now, closer to family and friends, and that was a great decision. Weather has been great. I can't really tolerate the heat anymore like I used to. I used to love the heat. I've lived in Arizona. I've lived in Texas, like I said, and I used to love it. But once I got sick, I can't deal with the heat anymore. Anywho, that's what's been going on. That's all I got. 9 months. Probably about 9 months, 2 days. It's May. What do we got here? It is May 22nd, 2017 in this video. I'm going to leave this video up as long as YouTube exists, so you might be seeing this 3 years after the fact. Say, oh, I wonder how he's doing now. Just, you know what? Look to see my videos. I'm going to record tons more. Eventually, once I'm better, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to be trolling the forums. I'm not going to be making videos because I need to forget that this happened. I'll always remember it, and I'll always be thankful that I got out of it. But I don't need to remind myself 24/7 that, I don't, you know what I mean. It's just, I just can't do it forever. But I'm sure, I'm assuming I've got a few years to go till I'm completely healed. And I get that. I actually accept that. Because as long as I just need to get back to driving full time, getting my head in a better place. And then, once I can start exercising, getting off mirtazapine. And that's another thing, guys. If you're on another medication, it will, nobody knows 100% what does what in benzo withdrawal. But being on another medicine, I don't think this helps at all, because I think it makes the nervous system almost impossible to heal. It does, but it's so slow. I think since I got put on mirtazapine for sleep at a low dose, a week off of benzos, because I didn't sleep for a week and a half, and it helped. And I've slept the whole way through, but I'm a complete zombie because of it. So I'm hoping in about a month or two, I'm going to be starting to taper that. And it's going to be absolute hell, I'm sure. But once I'm at least half, I'm at 6.7 milligrams of mirtazapine, or Remeron as some people know it. And it makes you feel like a zombie. And as of this point, I don't even know if my symptoms are coming from that, the head symptoms are coming from that, stuff like that. But eventually, move forward videos, and I will let you guys know how I feel. But it's been a long time coming to start tapering that. And I know it's going to be hell, because it's probably going to throw me in waves, and I probably won't be able to get out to work, and it's going to make things hell. It's going to be a rough time in my life, just like getting off benzos. But I got to be positive, because maybe it won't be that bad. According to doctors, they say it's probably not even working for me anymore. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Just wish me luck, and I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for all your support and everything. As normal, I'll continue recording videos, and I only reply once in a while. So if I don't reply to your comment right away, don't worry, I will. Most likely, if I remember. Have a good one. Thanks to everybody who constantly comments and subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm going to keep you updated. I record a lot of videos and a lot of updates and a lot of negativity, because usually I record when I'm in a bad place. My better days, I try not to think so much about benzo stuff. But I do have a lot of better days where I can get out for work, even though I'm still having a huge struggle to do it. Hopefully, eventually, it'll go easier and easier. But I'll let you know. I was just in a wave a few days ago, and I didn't think I was going to survive it. And here I am. It's crazy. Have a great day. Have a great week, month, year. Keep healing. You'll be fine. Just keep doing it. Listen to your doctors, but don't listen to your doctors. Do your own research and, support yourself. If you lose people in the meantime, which you will, you'll lose friends, family, whatever you do. I say don't reinstate, but then again, that's your decision. Some people reinstated and it changed their lives for the better. But it's not for me. So just do what you can. Try to, one thing I struggle with the most is accepting all this. So any tips on acceptance, would be great. I'd be grateful. Therapy doesn't really help for that. And it's not helping me try to accept any of this, so whatever. Have a great day. Later on.